here is instead of seeing it as a camera, start seeing the camera as a person, more specifically, a friend, a friend. Now, why do you think it would be helpful to imagine that your camera is a person? Any suggestions there? Raise your hand if so. Ibrahim.
This actually is one of the habits that I've picked up without realizing. I am talking to a person and I totally forget the camera aspect. And that's because I'm treating the camera as it's not there. Yeah. It's the person I'm talking to, if that makes sense. It's not that I'm treating the camera as a person, but I'm totally ignoring it and just focusing on you at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah. The camera is just a gateway to your audience, right? Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And if you think about it, for the past 100,000 years, who have we been used to speaking to? Other human beings. What are we not used to speaking to? Cameras. This is a very new invention. Only probably the last 20 years it's been available for public use. And that's why when you start thinking about the camera, when you start noticing the camera, you become quite scared. You find it quite strange speaking to the lens. But if you can begin to view your lens as a friend, as someone you perhaps know, it becomes easier because now you're doing what you are used to doing, speaking to other people. And there's lots of ways you can trick your mind. Some people like a visual. They put a picture of their family behind their camera, their best friend behind their camera, their dog behind the camera. I've seen some people put celebrities behind their camera. One lady had a picture of Gerard Butler behind her camera, topless. I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to say, do what you must to pretend this is a human being, because it makes a huge difference to how you will interact with the lens. Now, once you start doing that, once you start seeing the camera as a person, what is critical is that you spend time with this new friend. You have to spend time. And this is what I think Paul's been doing with his 100 videos. And it sounds like what Heather has been doing as well. You need to have quality time with the camera. But here's the thing. Being on a call, on a one-to-one call with someone else, so let's say that me and Jacqueline have a one-to-one call, that is not me having quality time with the camera. Because like Ibrahim pointed out, when I'm talking to Jacqueline, I'm going to be focusing on her. I'm going to be looking at her body language. I'm going to be looking at her expressions, listening to her voice. I won't even be thinking about the lens. What quality time with the camera means is just you and the camera. You and the camera. And that's where it gets difficult. And why the reason people get nervous and caught out when they're delivering a presentation is because when you deliver a presentation virtually, you often don't get feedback at all from anyone. In fact, some audiences turn their cameras off. So then it is literally just you and the lens. And that's when it seems daunting. But you can practice this in your own time to become more comfortable, to get used to that scenario, right? So you need to try and schedule some quality time. So if you've got a presentation coming up, practice alone on Zoom or on Teams before that. Get used to the lens. If you're filming a video, great, you're on your own already. Practice filming lots of videos. First take might not be the best one, but after 5, you might be a little bit better. It's the reps, it's the time spent, which will build the foundation for this friendship. Does that make sense, what I've said there? Okay, last thing you've got to do is you've now got to listen to your new friend. You've got to listen to the camera. Now, what do you think I mean by that? Listen to the camera. Any thoughts? Not all at once, please. That would be far too much. Claire Miller, go ahead.
Watch yourself back?
Yes, yes, absolutely. Record yourself. Because when you watch a recording, that is the camera speaking to you. That is the camera showing you what it has captured, what it has seen, what it has felt. You're seeing things also from your audience's perspective. And I feel there's two camps when people do this. There's the camp who are like me when they first film a video, where they think that their video is going to be great, it's going to be fantastic, and then they watch the footage and it's not fantastic at all, right? And then there's the other group who dread seeing the recording, who would never want to see themselves at all, who fear it, who think it'll be terrible, and they've got to watch the video too. But both of these groups can benefit, because the person who thought they were great and were not now has a starting point for improving upon. Now they're getting in touch with reality, and they can see how they can progress as a speaker because they're seeing it from the audience's perspective. And for the person who had the fear in the first place, what often happens when they see themselves on camera is they become more confident because they realize they're not as bad as they think. So whatever group you're in, you will benefit from watching yourself back, from listening to the lens.